Hello, YouTube family and friends. How's everybody tonight? I hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing fine myself. I did decide against a live stream for various reasons, and I've even changed the topic. So, everybody, welcome. Of course, you know I'm Mama Robin, our Texas Beach mom, and we're just doing a short video tonight because I've got a lot on my plate right now. We've got a new family member, and she is beautiful. So, with that being said, I'm going to do a short video. Because I promised I would do, at the very minimum, I promised a video. So that's what we're getting. But we're not doing it about the Lady Bird Lake. We're going back to Lyle and Eric Menendez, because anybody that watches me knows that I check on this quite frequently. So with that being said, let's talk more about the Menendez brothers and what's going on with that case, because this case is always it been a case that I've always been really familiar with, and I kind of keep tabs on it because I remember all the trials and stuff, and I've always felt like they were done wrong. Now, for those who know the case well, yes, they did what they did. They murdered their parents in self-defense. They said, and I believe them. And if you want to take the stance, and I say this every time too, if you want to take the stance that they should be in prison for the rest of their lives, then so should Gypsy Rose. So that's where we're going to stop right there. We're not going to argue that any further. But anyway, we're going to do a small video tonight about Eric and Lyle Menendez. And we're going to go ahead and just get into that right now. So the biggest news concerning Lyle and Eric Menendez is that the Los Angeles judge resentenced them in May 2025 from life without parole to 50 years life in prison. 50 years to life in prison, making them eligible for parole. This is a significant development in their case, which has seen renewed attention in recent years. Here's a summary and the key developments. Resentencing. The brothers convicted of killing their parents in 1989 were resentenced to 50 years to life in prison, making them eligible for parole under California law because they were under 26 at the time of the crime. They were like 18 and 20 or something like that. So they were under 26, which makes them eligible for parole under California law. Rehabilitation efforts. During their decades in prison, the brothers have reportedly engaged in rehabilitation and started programs to help other inmates, which played a role in the judge's decision. See, here's the thing, and this is my other argument on this. Gypsy Rose didn't do a damn thing while she was in prison to help herself. Well, to help anybody but herself, and she really didn't do that much to help herself. These two have helped so many other people. They have been model prisoners, and Gypsy Rose ain't a model anything. Parole eligibility. While resentencing doesn't guarantee their release, it does allow them to go before the state parole board. Upcoming parole hearing. A parole board hearing released to separate clemency petition is scheduled for June 13th, so that was just a few days ago. However, the date was pushed back to August 21st and 22nd, 2025. So they were supposed to have a court date on June 13th, but now it's going to be August 21st and 22nd. The governor's role. California Governor Gavin Newsom is also considering a clemency petition for the brothers and has ordered a risk assessment. So he's considering clemency, apparently, and that would explain why he wants a risk assessment. He retains the authority to grant or deny clemency, regardless of the parole board's recommendations. New evidence. Their resentencing efforts were also fueled by new evidence of their father's alleged sexual abuse, including a newly discovered letter from Eric and accusations from a former member of the boy band Menudo. which anybody that's following this case knows about that too. While many family members and supporters celebrate their resentencing and hope for their release, the current Los Angeles District Attorney opposes it. One of the times that I talked about this, I did talk about the fact that the new district attorney that started this, got voted out. So a new district attorney took over, and he's very, very, very conservative, and he is against it. But at the same time, he's also agreed to whatever the judge decides, and he's agreed to what other rest, because he really hasn't been the DA that long. He is very highly conservative, and he is very against it. But he's also said that if the people that have actually been working on this case a long time, if they feel like their actions are better than, what he would do, then he's just going to go ahead and support it, which is good. I mean, I don't think they should get clemency, but I do think they should be paroled. Like I said, Gypsy Rose killed her mother in self-defense from all the medical, physical, mental abuse. And she killed her mother, or I take that back. Let me say this more correctly. She didn't kill her mother. She had her mother killed. Now, some people do believe that she participated more than she admits to, and she probably did. But, I'm sorry. It's been a long day. I lost my train of thought in the yawn. Oh, but, she didn't participate in the kill, although some people believe that she did. However, she did hire out a killer, or did arrange the kill, bought the weapons, gave a map, gave instructions. She did everything but the actual physical act. And again, a lot of people believe she did the physical act. After only 10 years in prison, she was just cut loose. These boys have already been in prison over 30 years. They're making basically the same claim, that it was all the sexual abuse and physical abuse. Sorry, like I said, it's been a long day. All the abuse within their family, they did it in self-defense. They were sentenced to 30 years. So, and they did a lot to help other prisoners, whereas, as I've already stated, she did nothing to help no one but herself. And she really hasn't done anything good since. So, I don't think they should receive clemency. But I do think that they should at least get parole. That's just my opinion on this. That is just my opinion. I know people are going to disagree with me, and that's fine. I'm just giving my opinion on the case. If you don't like me, don't like it. But one thing I do want people to do is, I know that there's people out there that do not like the governor of California. And that's fine. You don't have to like the governor of California. But I'm asking people not to turn their comments about Gavin Newsom into a political debate, because this is not about politics or even Gavin Newsom as much as it's about the Menendez brothers. So I'd appreciate it if everybody out there would try to keep their opinions about the governor to themselves, because it's not about him. Not about him in the slightest. So that's all I'm asking. I mean, if you don't like him, that's great. If you don't like California, that's fine. It's wonderful. It's up to you. It's your opinion. Just don't be so hateful. Not that anybody ever has been. I'm not going there. That's not what I'm going. But I know sometimes people get heated on certain things, and we're not going to do that on this particular thing. Because, again, it's not about California, and it's not about the governor. It's about the Menendez brothers. So let's keep that in mind when we're making decisions. Please. Anyway, that's all I really have for you tonight. It's another short video. I have been getting more on track. I've been keeping up with the videos and doing what I'm supposed to do. I would like to do another live stream eventually on probably either Lady Bird Lake or the other lakes that it's happening at. Hopefully by next week. But, I just saw something, sorry. But, with that being said, I am going to wrap this up tonight. It's been busy around here. And I love everyone, and I want you to make good decisions, make good choices, look out for each other, yourselves and each other. If it's your birthday and I missed it, happy birthday. If it's an anniversary, I missed it, happy anniversary. I hope everybody takes care of themselves, has a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will be back Wednesday. Maybe things will be more back to normal by then. So I'll hang in there. I'm almost back. All right. Good night, y'all.